Wait, Harry.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to not exactly the last fairy tale, but essentially the same cast. Onyx Path is spending the month of April on Chronicle Jumpstarts, and so we are taking a fairly well timed break in between seasons. Uh, and we're going to play Yours to Keep, the Changeling the Dreaming 20th Anniversary Jumpstart, written by Christine Beard. And we have a new cast member! Yay!
This is Jane. She's the best.
Hi.
She is really cool. I'm excited to have you. And Jane is making her debut here, but will be joining the cast when we return to the last fairy tale. So, Jade really likes dancing in her little box,
It's fun.
apparently.
I don't actually get to see what I look like when I'm on stream, so it's fun just seeing my little box and just like, oh, I'm like a mime.
So let's start the stream. If people want to introduce their characters really quickly, start with Aaron.
I am playing Lily Stoneheart, the red cat, who is a bad bitch.
Oh, yes. I am Harry, playing Eric Brightwood, the she, who is a man of the people. A humble and noble she. Humble, of course, being my best quality after handsome, intelligent, charismatic.
Hello, I'm Jane. I will be playing Willow Ash tonight, a goth who likes to get a little bendy. I.e., it's time to squeeze into some tight places and make things uncomfortable.
Yes, Jane is playing the Slua.
Oh, yes, that's right. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention I'm playing Flua.
I am Sid the Troll. I am sworn oath-bound as squire to Eric. I am slightly older than everybody else by about 2 years, so I got to watch them have their chrysalis and grow up as younger fae. I'm supposed to be rough around the edges, but heart of gold. And I've only recently become Seelie, so I still sometimes solve problems, perhaps a little bit more chaotically than might be preferred, but I mean well.
Awesome. I am Errant Sherley, a pixie. And I'm a lighthearted scamp. And I'm a pixie, so I like to blend in. I'm nimble and light fingers. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. So we are going to set this up a little bit. So you all are residents of what is normally a sleepy coastal town called Port Avalon, but it is a really popular uh, summer vacation destination. People come from all over to enjoy the warm water, the nice beaches. There's also sort of like a carnival atmosphere that people have going on when it's tourist season, and that usually brings in enough money for the rest of the town to, sort of survive the rest of the year. So you're all pretty much townies. Uh, Eric is the leader of the Port Avalon Freehold. And one of the customs that has sort of evolved is that, there is a really nice fireworks show during the summertime. And lots of people come from all over to look at the pretty sparkly explosions. And the surrounding changelings have sort of adapted this, where under cover of all these tourists in town, um, you have a party of your own. Freehold leaders from all over.
Jane hears
Okay.
party and just starts vibing.
Yep. Uh, yeah. So, uh, among the people that you have invited is the Cresthaven Court. They're a little bit to the south. Also, a lot of she. And then there is the Deepwood Glen, which is primarily a collection of unseelie commoners. Nope, nope, they are not. They are not commoners. They are unseelie, though. Okay, so is there anything that anyone would like to establish? Any questions before we begin? Okay, awesome. So we will just skip directly to the party. So, I am going to make you do a little bit of work and tell me what the freehold looks like.
It's probably just a VFW hall, right?
It could be anything you want.
If this is like a vacation community, it's probably either a conference room in the town hall or like the VFW hall.
Well, if it's like a resort town, then wouldn't there be like some sort of hotel?
Oh yeah, that
I'd
would
say
be it.
And then they'd
based
have
on the
like
backgrounds, we have holdings 5, so it's big.
we can have
Whatever
like
it is.
a room just in the fancy resort, the fancy room in the fancy resort.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of bed and breakfasts. There's community centers. There's parks.
Yeah, park seems nice if it's summer.
Yeah,
I
like a
suppose we should set it
gazebo.
up in the park, have one of those tents, a band playing.
A gazebo.
Yeah, there'll be a gazebo in the
A
park. We don't need
wasp
to install it.
infected in.
I would not let a gazebo become wasp infested.
I don't know. All the gazebos that I've ever seen are wasp and.
Yeah, because there's generally a trash can full of like sugar water that is soda.
It not only tends to end up being wasp infected, being that we're changelings, it tends to attract chimerical wasps.
Yeah,
Generally, it's my
Yes.
job to correct them as handyman about this place.
Oh, how the noble troll has fallen.
Well, nonetheless, Willow just pulls up in full goth attire. She's got her platform boots, a parasol, and even though this is a beach town, it's goth 24/7.
Awesome. So yeah, so let's set the freehold maybe about a mile from the shoreline. And there's a nice big sprawling park, uh, full of like oak trees. And let's put the freehold like at the far end of the park where most people usually don't go. So sure, there's a gazebo and you have a little bit of privacy thanks to overgrown hedges that, just somehow never get maintained because of reasons.
Yeah, funny about those hedges. It'd be a shame if one wandered into one. Um, anyways, yeah, I'll arrive at the party fashionably late as always.
Okay.
Yes, but
Uh,
I have to make an entrance, Jane.
Cinderella.
I'll arrive in a limousine. I'll step out of the back of it, dressed in a pair of black khakis and a white button-down shirt. Eric's style is very expensive but not flashy. You can tell the pants and the shirt are tailored and the watch is expensive, but it's not like, some blinged out kettle on his wrist or like some Gucci whatever. He likes to
Okay.
be more subtle in his arrogance.
Okay. Is your squire with you?
I would assume so. I would assume my squire would be driving, unless the squire has objections.
Well, if you're taking your Squire Sid along, they look very out of place in the limousine. They are wearing a nice shirt. It's their best flannel shirt. And they're wearing jeans that have been well worn to their comfort, but these ones don't have any holes or patches in them. And a pair of sensible work boots because that's the shoes they wear. They're accompanying their oath sworn with all due deference, and for them, they're a little uncomfortable with being late because they're still getting the hang of this Sealy thing.
Sid, if you wanted a suit, I could have one tailored for you.
No, that's not necessary. Need to be dressed for whenever things happen to keep an eye on you kids.
All right, well, suit yourself, I guess.
Rather think I do.
Okay. How about Lily and Aaron? How are you arriving to the party?
I feel very confident that Lily pulls up in a Ford POS. Like 20 years ago, it was a piece of shit, and now we're here. Black smoke pours out of the muffler. It's just garbage, and she gets out. Ripped pants, like ripped shorts, wearing a fucking leather jacket with like an operation on the back and a fuck Nazis patch on her left arm.
Dope.
And just throws the keys directly in the face of whatever valet is there and just walks right in.
Just like it's the exact same white Ford Explorer and Ford Bronco that OJ took for a spin.
I thought that those cars
100.
Yeah,
100%.
OJ murdered someone so hard they stopped making the Ford Bronco.
I mean, it's back now, though.
Yeah, it's back now. That's the amount of time we need to dissociate.
And I might buy it soon.
Yeah,
so.
no, it's a
We're in a
dope
parallel
looking car, so yeah.
We're in a parallel universe and murders never happened.
No, yes, they did. That's exactly why Aaron has that.
She said in a parallel universe. Definitely couldn't happen in one of them.
I mean, this is certainly going to be modern day, but there is no pandemic because you're having a party.
Yeah, that would.
God, I miss parties.
I was about to call you on it, Rachel.
I never would have thought I would say I miss parties, but I also miss parties.
Right. Aaron, how are you arriving?
I feel like I would definitely be there, maybe even early, to like greet everybody and be like super stoked everybody's coming. Do we know the context of the party already? Did you say it?
Oh, yes. This is something that happens every year. So there's a really nice firework display over at the beach that a lot of the tourists this is why they come. And so paralleling that, the changelings turn this into their own party.
Ah, gotcha.
But so this is still daytime.
Cool. No, I would definitely want to be greeting at least the changelings that came for sure and be like, "Hi guys, how's everybody going?"
Okay, so you are the first people to meet the Cresthaven Court. So, you see a couple people. You see someone who you have recognized before. This isn't their first time visiting. You recognize him as Lord Tierson. He is a she of House Fiona. And of course, he has everything going on with a she. He's very tall, elven, just fucking gorgeous. He does have someone. You okay?
I just attempted to take a cap off of an uncapped bottle.
Oh, okay.
So I'm over here just laughing at myself. I'm really getting into character. So
all right, we won't call attention to that. Anyway, So you see Lord Tierson, who you recognize. You also see his on-again, off-again lover, Anessa. She is also very pretty, but in a more like earthy, voluptuous way. And she has a really nice gray coat because she is a Selkie. And this is why they are on again, off again, because every so often she will just fuck off into the ocean.
Hey, sometimes you need to fuck off into the ocean. Who am I to judge?
Yeah. And then there is a boggin sort of bringing up the rear of their retinue. And there is a small child whom you do not recognize. He looks maybe about 12, 13, and looking at his fey mien, he is also she, and he is clinging very closely to Lord Tierson.
Is that like weird that they had babies?
Wilder.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, it's a pleasure
They
to
newly
meet you.
found them, probably.
Yeah,
Lord
you can sense that there is a lot of glamour sort of clinging to this kid, which is normal after you go through your dream dance and your chrysalis, which is the process of your fairy soul waking up in your human body. Like, it's essentially glamour fireworks. So it is reasonable to assume that this kid just figured out he's a changeling.
Ooh.
All
And
right.
I'm the person I'm greeting them right now.
Yeah, you're the greeter.
Oh, well then of course, like they're she, so I would be like bowing, making sure they're so happy that I'm here to greet them. Like, oh, but it's modern day, right? They're not lords
it
and
is.
ladies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so it is
So weird to be in
modern
modern day to me.
I know. So it is modern day, but with the changelings, there's a lot of playing pretend. So you would, or like, not playing pretend, but like, permanent Ren Fair thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
So lords and ladies are still very much a thing.
Oh, okay. And how old is this kid?
Looks about 12, 13.
Oh, older than I expected. Okay. I will still think that he would love some like juggling. So I'm gonna grab something and like be like, oh, look at what I like. Welcome to the party.
Yeah, and so Lord Tierson, may I introduce my vassal, the newest member of our court, Joshua. And so that last one he directs to the child who does his best sort of courtly bow.
Oh wow, you are gorgeous. I can't wait to have you in court too. Then I might like do like this kind of weird like spin around bow. Like it would be weirdly awkward that her spine allowed her to spin around and then like whoosh.
My God.
Okay. It is at this moment that you hear a really loud bang, and everyone looks over to see a big white Bronco backfiring.
Oh,
Ford Bronco, Jane, the car.
Oh, okay.
which one is riding in the Bronco?
That's Lily's car.
Oh, I'll be like, ooh. Like, oh, the party's already started. Loud noises. I love it.
My lord, my lady, might I interest you in some beverages?
Jane, the mic's
If,
here.
if I oh the mic's there.
I heard her, but
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know if
Wait,
they
why
Wait,
are
can.
we
I
using
thought.
this mic?
Because it's picking up the computer fan.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were just role playing being a slua.
Yeah, Sluas can only speak in whispers.
We're sharing the box now.
Okay. So you offer them tea, and they look at you, and they know exactly what sort of tea that slua tend to prepare, and very diplomatically says, Perhaps in a moment.
I have cookies for the young boy, if he'd be interested in them. Oh,
Louder, you
That's-
gotta be louder, Jane. You gotta project. We can't hear you otherwise. Here.
Stage
hear her.
whisper. Stage whisper.
I can hear her.
I hear her.
cookies for the young boy, if he'd like them.
And so you see the kid's eyes light up like cookies, and you see the sort of portly Boggin who's bringing up the entourage whisper something. You can roll perception alertness if you'd like.
Jane is pulling up the dice as we speak.
Okay, I'm gonna need perception awareness. Okay.
Or
Can I-
alertness, rather.
Can I also roll?
3 dice.
Yeah, go for it.
Then where's awareness again? Oh no, it's been a
It's
while.
either awareness or alertness.
Okay, so that's just 3
Yes,
dice.
alertness.
That is 3 dice for me. Okay. And then, is there a different rule set for Changeling the Dreaming on the Onyx Dice app?
Nope. It is 6s and up are successes and 10s explode.
Oh, whoops. 3 dice.
Okay.
That is.
One success, because one subtract.
Oh, okay, 1 subtract. That's 1 success for me.
I got 2.
Okay. Okay. So all that Eric hears, no, I'm sorry, all that William hears is something about you being Slua. Aaron, you hear more clearly, she's a Slua, there are bugs in the cookies. And the poor kid's face just like, oh, I don't want to eat bug cookies.
I think I will go ahead and be like, they're the best! And I take all of William's stuff and I start eating it.
It's Willow.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh,
Here, I'll
okay.
change the zoom.
Oh, because did you change?
I got it.
Yes.
Oh, you got it right? Okay.
I'm still friends with Willow, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. So
Oh,
I'll be like, they're always the best cookies.
appreciation of my craft. I thank you.
All right. He gets brave. He'll try a cookie. What kind of cookies are they?
They are cinnamon chocolate chip cookies with some nutmeg, so you can barely taste the crickets.
Okay.
I also have some
They're
ghost
not that
cookies.
bad.
With what, cicadas?
No, cockroaches.
Oh, yikes.
The crickets are a lot smaller.
They do make cricket flour in real life.
Alas, the cricket sugar cookies I did not prepare this time, since last time they did not seem popular.
I would be shocked if your cookies were ever popular.
Your words, they wound me.
Your cookies, they're bizarrely crunchy.
The texture is good for you, don't you know, my lord? One must keep their teeth in check.
You
All
frighten
right.
me.
So this is the scene that Lily rolls up on. And you see, the older she, like, and what have I taught you? And he gives a very polite thank you for the cookies. And the Lord will then sort of like, well, where is your leader? Late again, I see.
Yes.
All right then. Well, we shall avail ourselves of your hospitality.
Oh, our leader's not late. What? Our leader's definitely here.
This is when the limo arrives.
Good.
Speak of the devil and he shall appear.
Although
Although
Lord
God please.
Tierson gives a very deliberate glance around everyone who's already enjoying the party, like, these people are here.
What about this?
I have a question. Are there cookies and a tray left?
Yes to both.
Great. Oh, good. Hors d'oeuvres. Snatch, tray down the hatch.
Do you eat the tray as well?
Yes, the tray is part of the folding.
Okay.
It is a tray pizza of cookies.
All right. There are now no more cookies, unless Willow happened to bake a separate batch.
Oh my. This has never happened. No one's ever finished off all of my cookies before.
You did so good.
I brought a second batch. They're in my moped. Allow me to go fetch them.
Lily, you are aware of the insect content, right?
Extra protein.
Indeed.
Good evening, Lilypad.
Evening.
Good to see you as well. To
She'll
the
hold out her
pixie
fist for a
sparkles.
fist bump.
You get a fist bump from the troll.
Okay. So around this time, an SUV pulls into the parking lot, and there's, you know how like some cars have a feel to them.
Mm-hmm.
This one looks sinister.
Oh,
So
those vibes are
very,
sinister.
yeah, big, it's black, it's chunky.
Tinted
Uh,
windows.
yeah, very dark, deeply tinted windows. Definitely not the sort of car that you would want to get into a car accident with, because it would probably just eat your car.
Ew, gross, a gas guzzler.
Yes, also that. Uh, so you watch it pull in, watch it park, and so out of it steps uh several characters whom you recognize as belonging to the Deepwood Glen freehold, which is ruled by an unseelie she, named Lady Keelan de Winter.
Oh, not
Uh,
her.
I'm sorry?
I was just saying, oh, not her. I don't even know anything about her, but I'm assuming our characters have beef because that seems like something that would happen.
Oh, she secretly have beef.
Yeah, so she is known to have a very cold and very icy demeanor. She is actually one of the more giving, helpful of the unseelie she, especially of her house, House Darren. Uh, but it's always with a price. You never get anything for her from free. You just sort of can almost see she's got a running tally of who owes her and what she can do next to deepen that debt. And she is accompanied by one of her retinue members, who is a knocker named Lysander. Uh, Pretty much he's the only person who does get anything for free from Lady Keelan. Possibly because he's sworn a life debt to her, but no one really knows the circumstances of that or if he even actually did it. Maybe it's just a rumor, who knows?
Hmm. Well, it looks like somebody mistakenly sent out some invitations. But I don't have
Do you,
the heart to...
do you say that where she can hear?
Not where she can... in just low
Okay.
enough of a mumble that those around me can hear.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't have the heart to tell her.
All right. So she
That's
comes up.
mighty seely of you.
Yeah. So she'll come up. She's got a couple other members of her retinue as well. So it's not just these two people. Um, Gives a very cold, imperious greeting and says, "We are pleased we could make it this year."
The pleasure's all mine.
I definitely lost sleep over it.
Why, hello there, madam. Might I offer you some cookies?
So she like looks you up and down, identifies you as obviously Sloa, and like the other she lord who's like, I can never remember his name. Like I
Pearson?
have this task. No, Lord
Pierce?
Tierson. Tierson. Weird name. Whatever. Anyway, he does sort of the same thing as Lord Tierson, where looks you up and down, identifies you as obviously she, does not want cookies. But very politely, like some other time. Thank you.
Yes, some other time.
I do a quick scan over as I'm sworn to Eric, and Eric may decide to pick a fight at some point. So, better to make sure that I know who the person I need to beat up is when it inevitably goes there. As I'm not doing the obvious like fuck you eyes, but I'm definitely doing the size up of who's the biggest bruiser that I'll probably be asked to fight to defend Eric's honor.
Okay. You notice a cluster of unseelie, uh, whom you've known to be troublemakers in the area. They pretty much, have the same. So they're all commoners, and they have a chip on their shoulder over the interregnum that they still just haven't gotten over. The she all abandon us at our worst, most lowest point in history, and why do they get to rule? Let's just make fun of them. So you see a red cap, a chloricon, and a mole puka. It looks like they are planning some kind of mischief, but probably on the order of like tie your shoelaces together type of mischief. They're probably not going to set anything on fire. Probably.
All right, keep an eye on the shoelaces, the punch bowl for spiking, and of course, any other obvious sites of whimsy. And if I can get a chance to talk to Aaron, I might ask Aaron, if you were going to cause harmless trouble, what's the first thing you'd pick to play a trick on? In a low voice, since I don't have the mindset for quite those shenanigans.
I would like an intelligence plus politics. Both of you.
All right. I don't think my stats in that department are anything to write home about, but
Sure. I got 1 6. Is that a success or no?
Yes, 6 is
Then
our
I got
success.
1
Hooray!
out of 2.
and I got at least 2 successes. Yeah, I got 2 successes out of 2 dice.
Sweet.
Okay. You both figure out, hey, there's this new Sealy she running around. Might be a good target for bullies.
All right. Well, given that that's specifically in my wheelhouse and I really can't ignore them being in trouble, looks like I'm going to strike up a conversation with the kid and in proper form to someone who's a lot of experience around the young uns, what with having to watch the rest of my motley grow up, do the adult thing of popping down on one knee so we can speak eye to eye and gruffly introduce myself. Looks like unless Eric needs me, this poor kid has a buddy for the night.
Okay.
Joshua?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, and so you see him. He also tries to deliver a very nice courtly bow. It's a little rough. He's, something for him to practice, but he's trying. Poor kid is trying.
I'm certainly not going to provide etiquette pointers. When I bow, it mostly just looks like I've made an L shape.
Okay. Yeah, and so the Unseelie seem to be doing some sort of keg stand, but you do catch a couple glances over in your direction, mostly focused on Joshua, and like they start whispering back and forth. But then they see you and they're like, hmm.
Can I also make a roll to notice this?
Yes.
All right. Does my perception specialty of vigilant apply?
Yes, it does.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you pick up on like this weird little dynamic as well.
Okay.
I do
Okay.
not recall offering them cookies yet, so Willow will make her way over to them.
Yeah,
Decorative
Lily's gonna make her way over to the Unseelie as well.
spider
Okay.
spiderweb cookie platter in hand. Hello, might I interest you in some cookies?
Yeah. Sid had something.
I was going to say the mole one will at least eat them.
Yes. Yeah, and so you walk over to where they're doing their keg stand. The red cap cookies and just starts nom nom nom.
I would like to make my way over there too.
Yeah, the Cluricon and like just looks at the red cap like you are such an embarrassment. Whereas the mole puka will take a couple cookies and be like, "Oh, this is the worst cookies I've ever tasted," while continuing to eat them.
You are the worst thing I laid my eyes upon today.
Oh no.
And just leave. Leave ominously.
You hear the puka call after you. Well, you're hideous.
You can only speak in lies, thank you.
Okay, so the other two of you, there's Redcap chowing down on cookies, a Claricon just looking very condescendingly, and a mole puka who looks like he might have a crush.
Aw.
Lily's gonna do like a big stretch, like all the joints cracking, just bring it in. Not him. Not understand?
Hmm?
Oh,
You want a beer?
in a moment.
So, who's the fresh meat? They indicate Joshua.
Ah. Okay.
Another new fancy one.
Ugh. That is just what we need. Another noble coming to swan around and say, I'm in charge.
That's what I was saying. I know. I'm so excited too.
Lily's just gonna throw a withering look at Errant.
I probably like wink at Lily like we're buds. Us.
I'm just as enthused as the rest of you. Maybe not a kid though.
Willow will like pop up behind Lily, like in a spooky, ominous manner. Perhaps you can take this time now to get in their good graces. Children remember.
Willow's so creepy. I
About the
love
beer.
it.
Lily's gonna pick the keg up and reverse keg stand.
Okay. Go ahead, give me a straight stamina roll.
Does rough and tumble count?
Sure.
Perfect.
Question, because I am dumb. What is a
3.
keg?
It's like a keg of beer, like a big
It's
metal.
really
carton.
heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you're
like
20.
It's a big thing of beer.
It's fine. I got made fun of the other day for not knowing what a mud room was.
Yeah, that's fair. I did make fun of you for that.
A mud room?
Yeah.
Okay, like in a house?
Yeah.
It's like different terminology depending on where you are. Certain people
Right,
call
and
it-
some
It
people
was like,
call it the
why do you
living
have a room just for mud?
I thought there was going to be a clue there.
Like
Just
Like,
a room full of
the
dirt
room
and
before
water.
the room before you go in the house. Take your shoes off, do all the stuff.
Vestibule.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
we have a rack for shoes. And
Yes.
what's a coat?
And I've been
Good
told that
and
you
the bad.
Americans don't take your shoes off when you go into the house most of the time.
Yeah, we do.
Barbarians.
No, I'm very
So
Asian.
foul.
I'm very Asian.
that's a new rule.
Shoes-
That's a new rule in my new apartment. Like, no shoes do not go in the house once we're like finished unpacking.
Shoes are never. horseshoes are never for me. Like, I hate them.
I wear
Right.
shoes everywhere at all times.
So yeah, 3 successes to keg stand. Reverse keg stand.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to imbibe the equivalent of 3 beers before you have to lay off a little bit.
I think if Lily was doing that, Aaron would be like, chug, 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 chug. Maybe even jump on top if Lily did, because Lily did a good job. Chug, chug, chug.
Yeah, and so when you do that, the other Unseelie will just join in with the chanting. Yeah, so Eric, you are engaging in some sort of tedious political maneuvering with Lord Tierson when all of a sudden you hear chug, chug, chug.
Sid, could you make sure that they're not getting too out of hand?
At this point, I say, as you wish, I obey, and leave the kid for the time being with one wary glance and go over and observe that, at least Lilypad's not eating the whole keg, which is what happened at the last party.
I suppose
Okay.
that's an improvement.
Seeing this opportunity that the kid's alone, Willow's gonna appear ominously behind them
The kid is not alone. I am there. I sent
and
Sid
just
over.
holding like a crochet cockroach plushie. It's green
Willow?
and cute and pink. Oh, welcome,
I'm
gift.
sorry. Did you say neon pink crocheted cockroach plushie?
Yes,
Oh my god. Okay.
it is an offering for the new lord.
All right.
Oh,
Which,
thank you very much for the gift.
yes.
I accept it freely. Uh, and you see him sort of like check his pockets. Um,
It's too
do you?
big to go in the pockets. It's like a foot big.
Yeah. Well, so you can tell he is looking for someone to give you. And from one of his pockets, he pulls out a comic book and says, in return, I would like to offer you one of my favorite stories."
Oh, my lord, thank you so much, your kindness. It brings a tear to my eye. Do not learn from him. Willow will accept the book and start reading it.
Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty standard superhero comic book. It's fairly recent, so this kid, he stays current with his comic books.
The artwork is most impressive in this graphic novel.
Yeah, and he'll just start just nerding out about how, yeah, he's followed this story for years. He really, really likes it. Now it's really cool because he gets to be a superhero too now, and he's got a secret identity and magic powers, and like this is the coolest thing that has ever happened to him.
Oh, do tell, do tell. Say, do you find the hero or the villain more compelling?
Oh, goodness. Well, I mean, a good story has to have a good villain, right? But it's always about how the hero responds to that. And, that's what my oh no, not vassal, I'm his vassal, liege. That's what my liege keeps trying to tell me. And he's been so nice to me, and I really want to make him happy and proud of me, and again more just like verbal
Salesman.
outpouring.
Your literary analysis abilities are quite impressive for someone of your age.
Oh, I'm just
I commend you.
so
I'm not quite sure Eric has such skills.
Oh, I'm sure. Like I've heard so much about him from Lord Tierson. Oh, I should go say hello. Excuse me, please.
Yes, of course. Oh, my advice. You see one of those flowers? They're his favorite. Bring one to him.
He'll pick a flower.
Willow knowing that he is full well very allergic to them.
All right. Yeah, so Eric, this kid approaches you with a flower that you know will give you hay fever 4 days. It says,
Eric, did Willow by chance tell you to give me that flower?
Yes, and I
Do
would
not.
like to.
No.
Oh,
Put the
oh.
flower down. I am very allergic. I mean you no disrespect, but if you come near me with that thing, I will have hay fever for days.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It's not
Yeah,
your fault.
and he will sort of look for a nice place somewhere, reasonably far away to put the flower down because he doesn't want to just throw it away. It's a pretty flower.
I'll consider it.
Okay, so is everyone else enjoying the party?
Did I observe the flower exchange?
Yeah, assuming that you were keeping an eye on the kid.
A little bit of one, since the unseelie folks aren't up to much. Now it's my turn to go over to Willow and Loom.
Loom.
Oh, Loom. Yes, my hearing. Ah, hello. Might I offer you a cookie? They're high in
You
protein.
probably could. Looked like you needed a shadow to lurk in, so I'm providing one.
Oh, yes, thank you. The sun is awful. I forgot my parasol at home. And alas, I do not have a sun hat with me either.
There's an
What
umbrella
a
in the door
terrible
of the
pity.
There's an umbrella in the door of the car.
Perhaps I can take you outside to go get it.
No, I'm having plenty of fun in here. Tell me, which
And I
cookie would you
suppose
like?
you'd like to continue having fun, Willow.
Come now, a little harmless fun won't kill anyone. You were so much more fun when you were unseelie.
Don't poison members of the court, Willow.
It wasn't poison. It was a gift, a simple offering.
An autoimmune reaction is still poisoned, Willow.
Is it? Oh my, I need to check up on the laws. Well, if you don't mind me,
Yes, you should go check up on the laws.
I think the group over there is a little hungry for some more cookies. Willow will just swoop and appear behind the mole.
I will allow Willow to go make their brief exit. I'm not going to be too mean to them because I know Willow, but Mad Dad mode engaged.
Okay. They are getting kind of rowdy. You see the hairspray and the cigarette lighters start to come out.
Okay, back again.
My goodness.
I say to the Clurican, that's a nice suit. I'd hate to ruin it with a fire extinguisher.
Oh, come on. We're just having a little fun. Lay off, mate.
Sid, nothing's on fire yet. It's fine.
That's what I'm specifying.
Sid, I have an idea. Perhaps this might be a little unacceptable to your moral character, but perhaps a little bribery. And Willow will hand Sid the cookie platter. It'll work on the lackeys, perhaps not on the boss.
I think what will happen is I will take the cookie platter and then I will use my summer power, which according to the little thing on my sheet, I do not have to spend glamour for. And for some reason, my troll has the aphrodisia power using the prop realm. I can make these cookies the most desirable in the world to people in the room and see if I can convince the Clurican to eat them.
Okay, roll for it.
Okay, so I've basically never actually had to use my powers. So is that Gramarye and what's that?
So you're using one of your cantrips?
Yep.
Yes. So you roll your art and the realm that you are using together.
Okay, art and realm together. That's not too
Yes.
bad.
So the normal difficulty is 8. If you use a bunk, that can bring it down by 1.
I'm going to do a flourish with it, leaning on my natural charisma.
Okay.
And I got no successes, I think. Wait a minute. Yeah, no successes here and a botch.
Oh. Okay. So this Cluricon is now convinced that you are trying to poison him. And really is trying hard to pick a fight with you over this.
I'm okay with that. I was just offering him a cookie. From everybody else's perspective, I was just offering him a cookie. If he wants to pick a fight with me, I'm happy to let this escalate. Actually, does this look like it would be a fair fight?
Let me look up this guy's stats.
At least when I eyeball him, because my ban is backing down from a fair like competition. So if he's fronting, indeed, shortly there may be a Clurican and I throwing down.
All right. So, he doesn't look like he works out every day, but he does look like he could hold his own in most fights.
Then I'm perfectly happy to take it to a friendly round of fists if he'd like to.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll strength plus brawl. We'll just do a quick roll off.
I'm rough around the edges enough that someone telling me to go make sure people don't make trouble means that I'm perfectly happy to get up to shenanigans. Let's see, that's 5 plus 3.
Okay.
My fault for not having all my dice out yet.
Glad I didn't have mine out either.
I really should just use the app since I'm no longer broadcasting off my phone. And the Onyx Path dice app is very good.
It is.
Fortunately, it's not on the App Store anymore.
Oh no.
No, it's not? That's
At
too
least
bad.
maybe it's not. At least maybe it's not for this iOS version, but on my phone I can't get it.
All right, so 1, 2. All right, you're fired.
Are you firing your dice?
I got 2 successes because a botch ate one of my successes, so it's 3 originally, one of which was an exceptional.
Okay. He manages to get 4 successes. So, you have a better technique, but he manages to just get in like a lucky shot or two, and then duck out of the way of your return fists.
These things happen.
Okay. How does everybody else react to the fight?
Doing it formally in an appropriate place where no one will get in the way. Just standard challenge.
Damn it.
I think Lily's gonna walk over and just pick up the Clurican and like remove them from the fight.
Okay.
Aaron wouldn't want the fight to happen, so.
Does the fact heavy lifter wouldn't matter in this.
No, not for this.
Yeah, neither would my stamina. Relentless. Good for boxing if I was doing a prolonged boxing match.
Yes.
But for like basically, in my view, a friendly boxing match.
Okay.
At least like you won, it's over. She used to be one of us. Let it go.
That's not better. Now she's working for them.
If you've still got the energy, maybe you're looking for round 2 then.
Not worth my time.
Good. Go finish the keg. And then she'll just dismiss the clericon.
Okay. He sort of slinks off. You've ruined his fun. He's going home to sulk.
Are you all right, Sid?
Of course I'm all right. It's a friendly boxing match.
Brilliant.
I guess Celia makes you lose your edge, huh?
And we're about to have another friendly boxing match.
Sid's perfectly happy with the outcome of this. They enjoy a fair fight, and it's hard to set the place on fire when you're landing body blows on a troll.
That's true. Okay, so is there anything that anyone else would like to talk to? You can maybe do some politics. Hang out with the other unseelie she.
Yeah,
I'm
what's going on with the other unseelie she? No, she's cold.
I'd say Lily will, make her rounds since she's the impromptu voice of the unseelie in court currently.
Willow's also unseelie.
Okay. At this point, I would like a perception alertness roll from everybody, please.
Ooh.
Does vigilant factor in here?
2 successes.
No,
Okay.
because because your
And
attention has been on
3.
other things.
3
Okay.
dice.
I got 3 successes.
Okay.
One.
So everybody got at least 1 success?
Yep.
Okay,
Not yet. I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, the normal dice rolling thing did. Okay, 2 successes.
Okay. So because everybody got a success, you all make the same realization around the same time. Hey, where's Joshua?
Oh shit.
Wasn't he with you, my lord?
No, he went and put down the flower. Oh no.
But you were the last one who saw him.
All right, Lily's going to turn to the unseelie. Who did it?
Which unseelie?
Just in general. And it
Well, so you've got the mole puka, and the other red cap. They're still hanging out over by the keg. The clericon has gone.
it's the other red cap first for sure.
Okay. And
we
then
know who we are.
Yeah, then there's the unseelie she hanging out with her knocker entourage.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Unseelie she. The red cap's probably fine.
Okay. So you go to her?
Yes.
All right. And what exactly do you say?
I originally was who did it, but it'll just be, where's the kid?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, where is thou the kid?
Are you having a stroke?
Where is the kid?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, my patience is so slim today, and you are trying every last one of it. The new, yes, Joshua, I think.
Yes, I was introduced. I don't know where he is.
Are we sure?
Would you like my assistance in helping locate him? I would be happy to do so.
Oh, please. I would really love it if you would search under every dusty nook and cranny on your knees, please, if that's possible.
What's it worth to you?
I can offer you some cookies.
Hmm. I don't think my dignity is worth cookies, especially cookies that I'm positive have bugs in them. But I would be happy to help you look in exchange for a future favor.
It might be the keg stand I did, or it might be that offer, but I really want to hurl right now.
Well, don't do it on my shoes.
Does that count as the favor?
No, that's simply me reminding you of etiquette.
This has been fun. Fine. Future favor. Assist us. They're going to blame us anyway.
Very well.
You know who the top of the list is going to be. It's going to be my Kith first, and then it's going to be you second.
I don't think you understand quite the credit I've built up in this court, but very well.
Sure.
All right. So how's everyone else responding?
I'm doing a perception investigation check with my piddly 3 dice.
I'm going to try to schmooze the parents so they don't notice he's gone.
Willow is going to go
Okay.
speak to the mole, because the mole could do the floop of the ground.
2 successes.
Okay, so 2 successes, perception investigation. So
Mhm.
you go over to where Joshua had picked the flower,
Mhm.
and the garden bed looks disturbed. Almost like there's a little bit of a scuffle here.
Any other tracks?
No. So,
Oi, mole man,
all right,
bring your
so
nose.
I've
So,
covered
Eric?
that base.
so Eric is trying to schmooze. Give me a charisma politics.
Okie doke. Charisma politics. I'm good at these. Okay, that is 8 and 3. So that, 4 and 3, not 8 and 3. Silly me. That is 7 dice. 8 and 3, that would be really nuts. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, and 2 1s. So 1 success.
Okay, you do manage to sort of get his attention, although you can tell you won't have it for very long. Okay, and Willow is going over to the mole person, mole Puka.
Yes. Why, hello there, tall one. Keep your guts, and I will not give you cookies.
Do you have any more cookies?
I'm all out.
Oh.
I thought you were supposed to speak in lies to Puka.
No, Puka can only speak in lies themselves.
Oh, okay. Spill your guts and I shall give you cookies. For I have plenty.
You want to see a movie sometime?
Only if it's horror. But no, I'm referring to the child. They were last seen by the gardens where there's plenty of dirt.
Oh, I can sniff around. Yeah.
Yes, that would be appreciated.
Okay. So our new friend, Madoc. Let's see.
And Willow will like creepily stroke his head.
Okay.
I'm having too much fun playing this character.
Wow. Okay. I rolled 3 dice and got 3 successes. Did not expect that to go on. All right. So, he sniffs around and is like, a car was just here. I can still smell the exhaust.
Shit.
A car, you say? There was that suspect one earlier, the one with the tinted windows. I thought
Which
it
you
was
can
white
see.
vans. I thought it was
Yeah.
white van that snatched children.
You can still see the white Bronco and the big scary SUV. They're both still in the parking lot.
Ah, I know. Let's go to our Pisky friend. They were greeting everyone. They might have an eye for the
Does our
car.
freehold have anything passing for modern security cameras?
There are cameras that sort of like monitor the park entrances.
Time to review those.
Okay.
Because I imagine the parking lot's probably monitored because parking lots are places where terrible things happen.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So yeah. You go up. And I will. Well, so first off, what is Willow gonna tell Errant? Or what is Errant up to?
I think Aaron would be a little worried about Lily reacting and conversing with the she. So, I mean, as long as Lily doesn't fight the she, Aaron is just kind of there, like, what? Oh gosh, don't die.
And Willow will like appear behind Aaron. Hello. Have you been enjoying the party so far?
You always do this to me. How do you do that?
It's quite easy if you lurk in the shadows. But that aside, there seems to be some sort of car kidnapping. And I was wondering if perhaps you could recognize or tell if there was a missing car in the parking lot.
I don't know. Can I, Rachel?
Since you were greeting everyone
Yeah.
outside.
Go ahead and give me perception alertness, but this would be a little tricky. So the difficulty on this is going to be 8.
Oof.
So there's no other type besides alertness.
Yeah, pretty much, because you're paying attention to what's going on around you. Remember, you can always spend a willpower for an automatic success.
I think I will. I'll spend a willpower.
Okay.
And then I will roll the 2 dice that I've been rolling for perception alertness all night.
Okay.
And you said 8?
Yes, difficulty 8.
Oh my goodness.
You've got this.
I got 1!
Okay.
What did I say?
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, no one has left who came for the party and parked in this lot.
So like, no, all the cars are here. It was not somebody here. It's not us.
Oh, so it was an outside job then.
Then we need to move quickly.
Shouldn't you be smoozing the father?
It didn't work.
Well, of course it didn't work. You're you, Eric.
Okay, so Sid, reviewing the security footage, you see, driving past is one of the maintenance vehicles. So those big trucks with like ladders and gardening equipment. You managed to catch. There are 2 people who possibly are changelings. And sandwiched in between them, you see Joshua, who looks very scared.
So I'm seeing that he's still in the park with some people in a maintenance vehicle.
No, that the maintenance vehicle came
Picked
from
him up
somewhere
and
else.
took him
Yes.
off.
Yes.
Okay. And I probably didn't see anything more than that. I guess it's time to relay that information and see if anyone has any homing or hunting powers, because I've got the ability to make you feel things and the ability to hurt things, and neither of those are very useful right now.
What about our
Yeah.
mole friend?
So, speaking of Lily, so
Mole in the motley, mole in the motley.
you could bring the mole along if you really want.
That poor mole.
So Lady Keelan disappears for a little bit, comes back, and she's got a almost like a tourist map of the town. And she has a particular area highlighted in red pen. Somewhere there.
Well, that's worth
I
looking
see.
into.
Good to know. Though I have
Oh.
questions about how you found it that quick.
I'm a soothsayer.
Ah,
Oh, I have
less suspicious. Great. So yeah, Lily will walk over to Eric and Willow and Sid, I assume. And
I'll be in
This one.
touch.
I can't wait.
Okay. And so looking at the map, you're like, oh, this is where they store all of like all the carnival stuff and like all the touristy stuff. This is where, there's almost like a warehouse district where they keep everything during the winter and the off season. And that's what she has highlighted for you.
Makes sense.
So I think she's gonna shove it towards Eric and then make her way to the other unsealer, seeing that Eric's attempt of like keeping the parents distracted failed. It's gonna be like, remember when I said to be cool? Don't be cool. It's time to fuck shit up.
Okay, who are you telling this to?
Any unsealer I can find. Spread the word.
Okay. And it is at this point, Harry, that your one success runs out, and your new buddy, Lord Tierson, like, wait, where's Joshua?
Oh no. We are working on it, my lord. Worry not. We will have him back to you within the
What,
night.
you knew he was missing?
It has just come to my attention.
Lord Eric rejected a flower from your...
The flower
I
was
forget
an
the
allergen.
terminology.
That was your attempt to poison me.
What's the terminology for, like, apprentice? A fledgling?
Sure, but
In this case, the relationship between Joshua and Tierson is Joshua is Tierson's vassal. Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Okay.
But
don't make me get Sid to teach you a lesson.
your vassal ever so kindly offered a lotus
No,
flower.
you put him up to poisoning me. I won't have this slander on my name.
Poison
I-
you, my lord. It was just a simple flower.
I am very allergic to it, and you know it.
They're in wonderful bloom.
You
Excuse
are
me,
a
I'm
bully.
not here to speak about flowers. I understood that this court was hospitable.
Yes.
We
And
are.
where is my vassal?
We are working on it. It seems that somebody from the outside has taken him. We are on our way to a location that we've been given. Would you like to join us?
Absolutely not. Bring him home immediately.
Absolutely, your lordship.
Fucking she.
All right, so I assume that the five of you have all gathered back together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You realize once this is over, Willow,
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking kill you.
Oh, how fun you're going to get to join us in our dirty work.
I look
And
forward to you getting through me, Eric.
I am Slua. Do you think I fear death?
Let me rephrase. I will have Sid fucking kill you.
I think Aaron at this point would be like, but guys, we all love each other and everybody loves everybody and we love everyone.
I just shoot daggers.
Sid is a little concerned that Willow's reaction is not to show remorse for the attempted poisoning and then the possible responsibility for the disappearance of the child.
Yo.
He's not saying much, but he's giving Willow the "I'm very disappointed in you" face, which is funny because if Willow had blamed themselves, he would have been like, "It's not your fault, Pat Pat."
Well, I understand how all of this looks bad on our court, but
Looks bad is an understatement.
rest assured,
Find the kid.
things will be right.
I'm for finding the kid, but do we really give a fuck what another she thinks?
So Eric, you know that this is the closest freehold to yours. The only other nearby freehold is Lady De Winters. So this is pretty much the only Seelie ally you have in the area. So it's, I mean, you could alienate him, but that would have consequences.
You could have just taken the flower, you know.
And what? Been sick for a week?
Yes.
Is there any precedent for removing someone from my court? Cutting them
Yeah,
loose? Well,
yeah,
then
you can banish anyone you feel like.
All right, well, you're banished after we find this kid.
I object.
Objection is noted and ignored.
Don't you
I
think
feel that Willow may not be motivated to assist given the conditional banishment you have placed her under. For if we never find Joshua, she is never banished.
That's a good point. How about this, Willow? If we find Joshua, I'll reconsider your banishment, maybe.
if we find Joshua,
Considering it's your fault.
Willow, ask for trial by combat and choose me as your champion. It'll be fun.
no, I would just simply like a dinner with my lord.
I would want anything but that. So, how about this? If you don't help me, I'll banish you. If you do help me, I might not. You've been nothing but a pain in the ass all night, so make yourself useful.
Well, I think I can make myself use.
I mean, I might be biased, but I thought our hors d'oeuvres were very useful.
I have soothsayer, right?
Is it on your sheet?
Yes, and
Yes, you
I
do.
also have another ability. Metamorphosis.
Yes, metamorphosis lets you change yourself. Would you like to use soothsay?
Yes, and could I maybe like tap into a specific thing, like the crocheted bug stuffed animal I gave the kid? Just see if I can get like a I don't know.
Let me.
I don't know if Soothsay works like that. I'm assuming it's kind of like premonition from BTM. I'm going off of what I know. I forgot
Yeah.
to do my
So
lore homework for this game.
the way that the cantrip system was originally devised is that it is a card game. So you would have a deck of cards that were arts and realms, and you would play them one on the other to get your effect. And so that's like it's the easiest way to explain how cantrips work. Everybody is confused until I tell them that. So what you would do is you would take your cantrip, or you take your art, which is the magical effect that you want to achieve, and then the realm, which is the thing that you're applying your magic to.
I have prop as a realm. I have 3 dots in prop.
Yes, you also have Fae, so you could use Soothsay to summon up a wisp to look for either Joshua or the thing that you gave him. I will say that you're gifting him the horrible little cockroach counts as a bug.
Yes.
So
Okay. So, I am rolling.
yep. So you add your art plus the realm you're using together. And so it is normally difficulty 8, but if you're using a bunk, that brings it down to 7.
Okay, should I use Fae or prop? Probably Fae, I'm assuming, considering I'm trying to find someone who is Fae. Okay, did that math right. Okay, and then change it to World of Darkness. Okay, that is 4 successes.
Okay, awesome. This definitely works.
Woo.
Give me 2 seconds because Adobe crashed. And so I need to get back to the page. Here we are. Okay. So, yeah, you conjure up this wisp keyed to Joshua and it starts floating in a particular direction.
Follow after my wonderful little moth.
Okay.
And
Sure, it's a very pretty glowing green moth. Is everybody else following Willow?
Yeah, I'm going to find that kid. As far as I'm concerned, it is a huge insult to the house. And besides, I spent so much trouble making sure everyone else was intact. I'm a little disappointed in Willow right now, but I'm not going to let anyone else come to danger.
Okay.
does
So,
anyone wish to ride upon my moped?
No, Sid, pull around the rolls.
I'll write
Oh,
on
you want to take my car real quick? It's very reliable.
Yeah, I'll get into my car once it gets around, if of course.
all right, so we got Willow on the moped. Anyone going with Willow?
I would go with Willow.
Yes.
Okay. And then I assume that Eric is giving everyone else a ride with his very nice fancy car.
Is this limo equipped with champagne?
Yes,
Is it?
probably in the little refrigerator behind the foldy down armrest thing in the back seat.
Perfect. That's the first thing Lily does when she gets into the fucking limo.
Okay. So you pop open the champagne, have fun.
Oh no, she does not pop it open. She
Oh,
chomp little spray. Fun for everyone.
okay. Cool. All right. So, you manage to caravan and you drive into the area of town that Lady De had highlighted for you on your map. And it occurs to you like, oh man, I just could have asked Willow to do her moth thing. Now I owe that lady a favor. Damn it. Okay. So, as you roll up, Willow, you're following your little wisp, and you see it fly into one of the buildings, which actually, does make it easier because now you don't have to figure out which building is correct. But there is a security guard just hanging out. And you all notice, like, oh, hey, there's looks like a keypad lock keeping this door shut.
Uh-huh. I have an idea.
I also have an idea. Mine's worse.
Can I transform into a bug to get into the building? I don't know if that's a thing that Metamorphosis would let me do, but
How many dots do you have?
I have, I believe, 3 dots in it. Why am I using my iPad? The information's on my phone. Hi, I'm a disaster. Oh, never mind. I only have 2 dots in Metamorphosis.
Okay. So yeah, you would not be able to change yourself to that extent, unfortunately. Um, if you could find a hole as big as your head, you could do like boneless sluau wiggle through it. But this place, like, you'd have to create that hole.
Lily, do you want to commit a little unseelie chaos?
Always.
I need a hole the size of my head to do my slua slinking.
Yeah, you could also ask Sid to punch a hole in the wall.
Sid, would you be willing to commit property damage? It's
Yes,
for the-
Sid. How do you feel about property damage now with that Sealy tag on your head?
It's for the greater good.
Is
For the
Panda
greater
awake?
good.
Yeah, sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, just been a little bit out of it today.
That's okay.
Yeah, I feel that. But
Yeah, me too.
I'm having a grand old time playing this Slua, so it's keeping me awake.
But yeah, so it is a brick building. Lily could certainly chow down on some of the bricks, or Sid could punch a hole.
Either or is fine by me.
Okay. You would have to make let's see, either strength or dexterity to accomplish what you want to do, and then stealth to not draw attention from the security guard.
Yeah,
'Cause
punching
I'm
my way through the
assuming-
wall is not going to be quiet.
Neither is eating it.
I'm not sure how helpful punching the wall would be. Is there any other way to go around the
You're
wall?
a troll, can't you smash it?
Yes, but not quietly.
We can torture and intimidate the security guard and have him let us in.
Yes,
that
you
is
can
within
torture
my
and
skill set. I do think that would be effective.
It usually only takes 2 fingers, and then they're ready to spill the beans. So
Oh, I have an idea. What if you just pick him up and walk away with him?
I mean, he would definitely like. How would you respond if a stranger just picks you up and starts? He would have feelings about that.
Well,
Good
that's
point. Put a
happened to me
sock in his
many
mouth
times,
first.
you
actually.
start
Sid,
with
could
one
you
of those.
jog his memory?
Yeah. Okay. It's nice to see you're doing it my way, Eric.
My patience is thin and my reputation is on the line.
Great. Yeah, Lily's gonna walk right up to the security guard.
Okay, ma'am, I'm sorry, this is a restricted area.
Great. She's going to fish hook him from the front so he can't scream.
Okay.
I assume there's gonna be a roll involved.
Yes, please. Give me dexterity plus brawl.
I don't think my specialty of boxing applies here, so I'm just not going to use it.
No, this is more wrestling.
I'm going to go with, and while the security guard's busy with that, I think it would be worth my while to either do an assist, or if there's no room to reach a burly arm in and pull further, make sure that he can't do something like hit an alarm button.
Okay. Yeah, so Lily, you managed to get this guy in a reasonably good chokehold. And like he's sort of flailing for his radio, but with 4 successes, there's absolutely no chance of him reaching it. Yeah, Sid, go ahead and give me your own strength plus brawl.
Hopefully it goes better than it did last time. My dice do not like me today, but this time I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes, not counting the one that got it by a botch.
Okay, he out cold.
Is there anything we could tie him up with?
Yeah, it's a warehouse district. You can easily get a roll of duct tape.
I duct tape him, but in recovery position because I'm Sealy now.
Okay.
Does anyone here have any sort of spycraft or sneaky powers? Because I'm going to take his radio, and if anyone wants to do impersonations or other communication with the rest of staff,
I take that back. I do have larceny, so there's that.
Does anyone have any powers that would be useful for confounding someone's senses over the radio?
Well, I do have Sovereign.
Can you use Sovereign over a radio?
That is up to Rachel.
How much sovereign do you have?
I have 2 dots, 3 for Fae, 1 for prop, 1 for scene. So never mind, I totally can't do it on them.
You could make your radio very commanding with prop.
You could always unleash. Just unleash.
I mean, I don't think I can do anything either.
I'll just
pretending.
make my radio a good yelling thing.
Well, having a radio means that we can yell at the people inside if we want to intimidate them later, so that's worth taking with. What sort of fire security does this place look like it has? Like if I wanted to pull a fire alarm.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to start a fire.
So you would have to get into the building first. It looks like it's compliant. But there is that security keypad, which you will have to get past.
There's a security keypad.
What's the door made of?
Metal.
What's the door frame made out of?
Good follow-up question.
Metal. It's brick and metal.
Okay, well,
Are there any?
Lily's gonna
take
turn
me
to
a little
say,
while to punch through metal, but how hard would it be for me to physically lift the whole thing, given that I've got strength 5 and heavy lifter as my additional quality?
Are there windows? Couldn't we just break a window?
Lily's actually gonna turn to say to be like, I know you turncoated on us, but you want to.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to punch, wrench, or bend through. As far as the keypad, I'm very tempted to do the thing of punching the keypad to see if it works that way.
Lily is not assisting in any regard.
So to clarify, yes, you can punch through the door. You can also punch the keypad. The keypad indicates that there is probably some kind of security system going on here.
Okay, it may, however, have an alarm. However, does anyone here have super perception?
Yeah, also, to answer Jane's question, yes, there are windows, but they have been painted black, so it's very difficult to see through them.
Guys,
but yes,
just break a window. Just break a window and I can go sliggling in.
That would probably trip the security system here.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot we're in the modern day and like electricity.
Yeah, I think we're back at I eat a hole, and then we have this little squeeze through it.
Does anyone here have superhuman perception?
Let me see my abilities. Harry.
You could try hacking.
I don't have any computer skills.
I think.
So we don't have anyone with super perception. Do we have anyone who's good?
Senses.
That is very good perception.
Good. You two check out this keypad and see where the fingerprints are.
Okie dokie. I also have some in.
I have 3 dots in Wayfair. What does Wayfair do?
Moves you quickly.
Yes.
Okay, so I no need to new them yet.
Yeah,
it's also like the teleport power too.
Okay, should I roll perception and investigation and then?
Yes, perception and investigation.
Okay. Do I get like a bonus because of the sharpened senses or anything like that? Or?
Yeah, difficulty 5 instead of 6.
Woo! Also, what is Greymire?
Grimory is understanding changeling magic.
I can read. I'm qualified to be in college.
It's okay. It's a weird word.
Okay, that is what's the rule with 10s in Changeling the Dreaming?
You can roll them again.
Okay.
And there's success.
Yes.
Okay, so that is 4 successes, and then to re-roll that 10. That then becomes another 10.
Nice.
And then, okay, and then that's the 9. So, oh no. Okay, so I got 4 originally, and I think I had 5, and then 6 successes.
Okay, yeah, so you just look at this keypad, you sort of see where the numbers are worn off, and you're just like, beep, boop, boop, and you hear the door click.
All right.
Well, there we have it.
Opening the door.
Yep. So if you've ever seen Blade Runner, there's that one scene where the blonde replicant finds the toy maker, and it's just very dusty and dark and shadowy and extremely cluttered. That's what's going on here. Yeah, you're super at home. Um,
And my moth, can I still see where it's pointing?
no, because it has already found Joshua.
Oh, it has. Wonderful.
Yes, but you lost track of it while trying to choke out guards and figure out keypads.
Oh shit, that's right. I cannot scream. Someone who can.
Joshua, we're here for you. What happened? Are you all right?
Perhaps he's tied up or gagged or something like that.
So you hear a very unfamiliar voice say, "What? Strangers?
Oh,
In my
shit.
domain? I guess it's playtime."
Sid, teach this fool a lesson.
Are you going to get your hands dirty at all, my
Of
lord?
course not.
It's very satisfying to bitch slap things.
Perhaps
All right. Well, I think what I would comment is a little bit of unseeliness of, this building is highly flammable and not up to the fire code. I could search around here to find you to beat the ever loving shit out of you, or I could just set the building on fire and see if you could escape. And I'm going to, it's not my best score, but I'm going to see about if I can do any intimidating to see if I can get this person to show themselves, because right now I'm in a dark room.
Okay.
And I would probably, unfortunately, I can't run it off my inviting charisma. So, is intimidating manipulation, or could I use charisma somehow for intimidation?
Yeah, I'll let you use charisma if that's better for you.
Yeah, that's 5 dice. It's considerably better. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay, and you're trying to get this to the person to come show themselves?
Yeah, or at least react to my intimidating charisma enough I get something I can hit.
So you hear, you set the building on fire, the boy goes with it. And you can easily echolocate. He's like around like down the hall, around the corner this way.
All right, well, off to go break his face then, possibly getting shot in the process, but my leader has said we are just going in raw, and apparently I'm going to be wielded in typical Harry fashion to bash whatever's in front of me.
Okay. Are the rest of you following Sid?
Yeah.
Yes, Sid is the battering ram.
Okay.
We are those who
So
I'm pleased you
Sid,
think so much of me.
Sid crashes through a just a normal door that you would find on the interior of a warehouse. It's not locked. And so what you see is a pile of the detritus just in this warehouse. So like old merry-go-round horses and like little bits of like park fencing have been used to box in Joshua. Joshua's here. Hooray. Joshua is also being guarded by a fairly large Sphinx chimera and 4 smaller chimera who look like gremlins or goblins. They're about 3 feet tall, green, sharp teeth, super buff.
Start time.
Joshua looks very scared.
I draw my sword.
Okay.
Which honestly I would have had my sword out by now, but can I make a flourish with it to try using Dragon's Ire? Because I can
Yes.
use my prop realm to make it do ag.
Yes, you can.
All right, so that's rolling my dice appropriately. So 2 dice plus 2 dice, so 4 dice. It's probably not going to help, but hopefully I don't botch. Actually, no, I got 2 successes. Wait a minute. What side dice? 3 successes this time.
Okay, and so
Flaming sword time.
all right, so you just attack the chimera
Yeah,
with your
I'm
flaming
casting
sword.
Dragon's Ire to make my sword a flaming sword for the duration of the combat.
Okay. So let me roll for the chimera.
Bashy, 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 bashy.
Oh, okay. So that's a lot of ones. All right, so here's what happens is you swing your sword, you connect into the chimera's flesh, your magic chimerical fire affects it, it roars, tries to just snaps at you, tries to bite you, doesn't manage to do that. But while this is happening, you hear Joshua scream, like
no.
in fear, and he disappears.
Fuck.
Oh, is that like an ability of his?
Yeah, so you all perceive like, oh, that's a lot of glamour. So give me intelligence plus gramarye,
Ooh, I'm
please.
good at these.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm supposed to be good at these as well.
I am decidedly not good at these.
Okay, that is 3 dots, and then so that's
3 successes.
2.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
alright. 2 successes as well.
Okay.
Apparently, it is my night for the Gramarye.
2.
Okay. So everyone who got 1 or 2 successes, you recognize that, oh, he unleashed. Those of you who got 3 successes and it was Wayfair.
Oh, he's womb?
Yeah, so pretty much he got freaked out by the violence and unleashed Wayfair. So unleashing is just he called upon the Dreaming, asked the Dreaming to get him out of here, and it did. You're not sure where he might have gone though.
That's the problem.
I'm going to look at Willow of the Flittermoths because this is above my pay grade. I don't know how much miscellaneous monster creatures I have to deal with still.
You want me to do my
Hopefully
Yes,
there's some
find
still
him.
alive. Because
Okay.
do we have any chimera still alive? Because it would probably be a good idea to interrogate them.
Yeah, you still have like the little gremlins.
Can I try to grab one and toss it to Lily to ask questions? I feel like she'd be the most effective at eating small toes off of gremlins until they talk.
Yes, you grab a gremlin, do gremlin football. Lily, you are now
And by the
holding-
way, I will use my best intimidating and sword waving ability to corral the other 3 while Lily gets to deal with that one and make sure they can watch.
Okay. Lily, you're holding a gremlin.
Yeah, she's going to give the lion's grin to the gremlin.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of like.
That's
Oh,
fine.
hey, let me go. We didn't do anything wrong. What were you rolling to do?
I
Jane?
was doing Soothsay and Fae, and I got 5 successes to locate the missing boy.
Okay. You probably don't want to cast that right now.
Yeah, when
old
things
casting.
calm down.
Yeah. You can also only cast that on a particular target once per scene.
Oh, can I choose the toy?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It's still the same. So can I keep those 5 successes, or do I have to
Yes,
do
but you probably want to hold off on casting
Yeah.
until Lily finishes interrogating. Yeah. Okay. Hey, but my dad, we didn't do anything wrong.
Of course you didn't. Mischief is its own reward, right? Here's the thing, though. You're going to fill me in on everything I want to know. Otherwise, you're going to get to see what I look like from the inside.
Just like starts kicking to get free. Like, no, that's not fair.
Well, I am still hungry. Those cookies didn't fill me up, and then she's gonna go full gape, like full grudge style, mouth open.
No, don't eat my feet! Don't eat my feet!
But I mean, if you're not going to give me any intel, then what use are you to me besides nutrition?
I don't know nothing.
You
I
don't know
look to the
nothing.
other
Well,
three and ask them if they're feeling loquacious right now.
We're just here to get paid.
Who's paying you?
but who's paying you? I'm just getting closer.
Oh, it's the big elf lady and the tree person.
Did they give you a name, and what are they paying you in?
Oh, well, they're paying us in dross. What else would they pay us in?
I don't know. Haircuts?
We're bald. We don't need haircuts.
Well, she paid you in advance.
So you receive 2 names, which I cannot retrieve because Adobe keeps crashing on me.
Okay.
But they are not names familiar to you.
Good.
Yeah, so I will go ahead and give me intelligence politics, anyone who's hearing
Okay,
this
I'm good at
interrogation.
these.
Okay.
Okay. I can see.
2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, so you hear the names and you're like, oh shit, those are the Thelaine. So, Thelaine.
I got 3 successes for the politics.
So, yeah, you also recognize them as Thelaine. So, Thelaine are like a whole bunch of bad shit happened in the early aughts and kind of cracked a hole in the dreaming, and a lot of nightmares came out. And so, they're a lot like you in that they are fairy spirits inhabiting a changeling body. Although, while you have 2 souls and you're sort of born this way, the Thelaine just moved in. Didn't really care who they were moving into, like, doesn't matter what they think. Uh, they can also turn other changelings into Thelaine, which might be what they have planned for Joshua.
If he hasn't wayfared himself onto the roof.
Right.
That's probably where he is, honestly.
When? We can find
yeah.
out.
I
Yes.
think at this point, I'm going to be honorable with the other gremlins, to which I would make them promise not to go running off to their employer, and I will let Lily make up her mind whether she'll eat the one that's in her hand who helped her or not.
She is 100% eating it.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Well, there's no humanity degeneration in this game, so yeah, you just ate a chimera.
Wink.
Glamour?
Morality trait. What's that? Wink.
I'll tell you what, for the other ones, I will cover their little ears and eyes while it happens.
Okay.
Sorry, red cap slipped. They go
Yeah.
off sometimes.
Yeah, so now that their buddy has been eaten, they are a lot more willing to keep your secrets. And I feel like this is a good place to end and pick up next week as you continue the search for Joshua before the Thelaine can get him and corrupt him.
Yeah.
I got 5 successes for the roll to cast the spell, so.
Oh, goody! I
Yep,
get to do
that is
troll
in my
things
notes.
twice.
Okay, that's.
All right. Thank you all for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. If we just want to do a quick round of self-promotion and talk a little bit about what we're up to and what we would like to promote, starting with Aaron.
Yeah, you can find me at my socials. I do stream. Unfortunately, as you've probably seen most this evening, my internet situation is kind of fucked right now. So the streaming thing's on hold, but I do stream at Great Cthulhu with no underscore.
Hello,
Okay.
yes, I'm Harry, aka the Salubri Cat, on Twitter and YouTube. I host the Saratoga by Night podcast. Give that a listen. You can also find me on Vorpal Tales doing a bunch of stuff. I'll be there on Saturday and Sunday in a game with Rachel.
Hello, I am the Confused Crow, as it says beneath me. I have my commissions open, so if you're interested in having your character for any World of Darkness drawn, check out the information on my Twitter or my Tumblr. Other than that,
She drew my mage character. It's really good.
Thank you. I too am on Vorpal Tales. I'm there Wednesday and Saturday, so yes.
Okay, Panda, if you want to talk about what you're up to, what you would like to promote.
You can find me on Vepels and various social media. I haven't been up to much other than playing Changeling with Canada at midnight, and join now. Get some free heraldry for your character.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Wait, Tori gets to go?
Oh,
I get to talk a little bit tonight. Sorry,
I'm
guys.
used to 4 players than Rachel, but now that we have Jane, that flow is messed up.
But no, yeah,
I've
I'm
been
Tori
given
Clark. I am Tori Clark _ boss mode. I'm doing a really fun astrological shoot here in Los Angeles, California, taking in the topography of the land with the star signs, which has been really fun. And I'm excited to show more. The water signs are next. So yeah, exciting.
Jay gave me her little veil, but my nose is too big.
I am your storyteller. My name is Rachel. You can find me Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere. I will next be streaming Sunday over Vorpal Tales. We're going to be doing White Walls, Mage crossover. Going to be doing a Dune game really soon. That's exciting. Yeah, and you will probably see my face again throughout the week because I'm in a couple more Chronicle kickstarts. So have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye bye. Okay.